Hello, it's Alyssa from Loudoun Sports Therapy Center, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about hip flexor strains. So a lot of us have been spending more time at home. That means we're sitting a lot more, we're working from home, and we've also started our own home workouts and walking a lot more than we have in the past. Some of us might be experiencing some pain in the front of our hip and wondering what is going on. There is a chance that you could have a hip flexor strain. So what is a hip flexor is the next question. We have three muscles inside of our bodies in the front of our hip that help us to perform the motion where you lift one knee up towards your chest or flex your hip. Those muscles are the psoas major, the psoas minor, and the iliacus. Strains can happen in any muscle in our body, and a strain is just a fancy word for a tear in your muscle. Most commonly, strains happen from overuse. They happen when your muscles get too tired or they fatigue, or they happen when they're doing jobs that they shouldn't be doing or they're compensating for another muscle. If you do experience a hip flexor pain, some of the symptoms that you might feel are like the area is bruised. You might actually have some bruising in that area. It could feel like it's swollen. You could have a lot of pain. It could be sharp, it could be dull, it could be achy. You might notice that you're missing some of the motion that you used to have. It could feel really stiff and tight on you. And you could also feel like you have a lot of weakness that you didn't used to have in your core, your glutes, or your leg. So what to do now if you do feel like you have a hip flexor strain? It's important not to put this off, and it's really important to address it right now when it's happening. There are three different types of strains. You could have a grade 1 where it's just a small tear and only some of the muscle fibers are torn. Grade 2 is more moderate, so more muscle fibers are torn. And then there's grade 3, which is severe, where the whole muscle is torn. So ignoring a muscle strain, putting it off, could lead you down a road where you have more problems in the future. It could become more severe, you could lose more motion and suffer from a lot more pain. So super important to take care of it now before it gets worse.